Hello guys, it's another episode of Clues, Cues and Reviews. And today's chapter that I'm covering is Fairy Tale. Now, for those who have actually watched my last video, it was a bit of a rant. It was a go at those folks that like to put people down, like to share all the opinions, but are in no position to really make a difference to the story. That aside, I'd like to apologise. I get a bit passionate sometimes, so I do like to let my emotions out. Being a very early YouTuber, it's very hard sometimes to get these excitement and these emotions out in these videos. So you tend to come across monotone and it doesn't really translate well, and it's not as entertaining. So apologies there. Did run on a bit, but in any case, brilliant chapter. Things are heating up quite literally, not figuratively, literally heating up. I can't explain in words how excited I got to see that last panel or the last epic panel. For me, I was excited as hell. So before getting into that, we'll kind of explain what the situation is. So what we do know is from the last chapter, Wal Ich or Wal Icht, whichever is the dude who basically had the robots. We thought he was dead. He wasn't. He did take out all of the. He did take out all of the Thunder Tribe. The explosion, they were hospitalized, and he shot a massive ass cannon from 400 kilometers away. Um, and we got Christina in the way, the ship that belongs to Blue Pegasus, and then you get the epic kind of talk at the end, and he's got the whole kind of Fiore, the whole country's worth of guilds talking to in the network, and he's like, we're ready to fight alongside Fairy Tale. It was exciting. But then we get to see what happens next, what's happening now. So, what's happened from a story plotline point of view. While Itch and I'm gonna get her name up because I can never remember her name. Her name is Demaria Yester, one of the other Spriggan 12. They were basically on a ship. When they shot the cannon, and they said they were going to go to the south port. So they were coming from the south. They've taken over the south. That port, they've already taken over it. And basically people are getting sent to different spots now. So effectively what's happened is Sabretooth and Blue Pegasus have been sent in one direction. I believe they've been, I'm not to confirm this, I think they get sent north. You know what, I'm literally going to get up the chapter because the directions, I apologize, escape me, so apologies. It's kind of a little real life reaction, I guess. So the name of the chapter was called Battlefield, and like I said, it starts off pretty much from where the last one finishes, and there's reactions. So you've got Makarov basically kind of thinking like, we've managed to kind of get away from the first, get through the first kind of round. There's obviously more to come. There's a conversation about with Mavis there, and Laxus looks pissed as whole. He's basically saying we need to take these guys down. I want to destroy the that person who damaged Frieden. So he cares about the Thunder Tribe. A lot of them are basically hospitalized. Freed's up and about, he sat down, but the rest are pretty much down for the count. You get Brandish who's still tied up, and she's basically saying, look, you've got the opportunity, take me out now while you can. And she's still strong, she's still powerful, and she's still confident. There's a little bit of a joke with the two older fellows saying, we should get into a sexier pose and things like that. And Lucy and Kana kind of just disrupt that, really. So it's kind of funny from that sense that they've still got some of that comedic element. She wants to know about her mother. Brandish doesn't say anything. She goes, look, I'm in the middle of your guild, killing me, it's the only chance you get. Say no. At the same time, that dude who can control space magic is still around. He's outside the walls, and he said, look, I can get inside. So from the far west, there's another one of the Spriggan 12, Invel. He's basically with Zeref, and he's basically saying that I can't believe Azir and Brandish have been defeated. Brandish has got caught, Azir has got defeated, and Zeref is basically it's all in his calculations. He expected at least this much. As his granddad is there and he's like an old man and he's like, oh, I can't believe he's been defeated. So Anvil reminds me a lot of if you've ever seen Prince of Tennis. You've got one of the characters. He uses a data tennis. He collects all this data that makes predictions and probabilities of what's happening. He reminds me a lot of him, and he's basically saying to think that they could kill, members of the 12, and Zeref corrects him because that's their weakness. They haven't killed them. So basically, they get information about certain areas being taken over. The east has been taken over by and there's some people coming from the north, still from the south, and then obviously the west is where Zeref is. So, yeah, sorry, Sabretooth and Blue Pegasus actually go north, so they're going to intercept the people coming from the north. So that's good. And then it's Lamia Scale and Mermaid Heel actually go to the south. So then you basically get, effectively, now that them guilds have gone north and south, you get parts of Fairy Tail doing the same thing. So you get Amira Jane, Elfman, Lysana, Gajeel, Levi, and Lily. They're heading north, so they're basically backing up Sabretooth. And you get that running joke. Gajeel has basically been working for the government, practically the Magic Council. He's thought, I can arrest some of these people as well now. And you get Panther Lily like, no, you need to get your priorities right, mate. And everyone's getting excited. Elfman's going in there, man, getting all excited in there as well. And to the south is going to be Natsu, Grey, Juvia, Wendy, and Laxus. And obviously Laxus is pissed. He wants to destroy, while he wants to kick his ass. And obviously you've got Wendy who's like, yeah, I'm gonna reunite with Shelly again, and you get Charlotte kind of reinforcing that point. But Natsu's not there, so they're like, where's Natsu gone? So Elsa jumps in to look, I'll take his place for the time being. They're like, where the hell is Natsu? He goes, we'll find him, don't worry about it. Lucy and Kana basically keeping an eye on the old fellows and basically Brandish. So they ask the question, what's going to happen to the east or the west? Because don't worry about the west, because they're appearing slowly, so they're going to be they're probably going to be where Zeref is, which she is right in that regards. And then she says, okay, what about the east then? Because we're going to send our strongest force there. And I got excited when I saw this panel. It's panel 18 of 24 on Manga Panda Manga Reader, and it's the number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5 strongest of the 10 Wizardly Saints. So you got Judah, Warlord, and you got the other 2 there as well. So that shit's going down. That is going to be some epic fights. I do not want this to happen off screen. I want all of this to be shown. I cannot wait for this to happen. So they get excited. The Kings of Ishgard are there, and yes, we can do it. And then all of a sudden, you get like a bit of a thought. You get Mavis, because obviously she's thinking back to Fairy Tail from Fairy Tail 0 times. I hope you can do it, Warlord, because she was there originally with him at the beginning. And then everything kicks off. They get a blip on their radar. He goes, I found him. I found Natsu. And he goes, he's advancing at an incredible speed. I thought, where's he going? So I look on the picture. Now the picture looks like it's reflected, and it looks like he's heading east, but he's not. He's heading west. And the people are saying, where the hell is he going? And then Makarov's like, shit, don't tell me he's going there. And Zeref's excited by this. So you see a panel of Zeref smiling, and you get Invil, or I'll call him Invalid actually. Invil is like, something's coming to us straight away, something unidentified. And you see in the quarter panel, it looks like someone's traveling at high speed, and it's Natsu. He looks pissed, and all he says is, it's time you and I finish this dance, Zeref. And that's how it ends. That is how it ends. So you tell me, is that not exciting? Or I don't know how to keep it in. Now obviously I've been reading it just now, so you've probably seen my reactions, my facial expressions. That is going to be some epic fights. Sabretooth are going to be involved. You're going to get Fairy Tail involved, Mermaid Heel, Lamia Scale, Blue Pegasus, the Kings of Ishka, and Jura. They're taking on the east. North is taken care of. South is taken care of. And who's headed west? My main man, Natsu. I cannot wait for next week. I'm telling you now, 10 out of 10. If I could give it 11 out of 10, I would give it 11 out of 10. Absolutely amazing setup chapter. Because there's so much going on, you can see that the author is trying to organize everything. Say, this is happening here, this is happening here, this is happening here, this is happening there. It's important to bear in mind that Mavis also mentioned that the people from the West are probably going to be the last people that are going to come. So when all of the battles are decided, then they're going to arrive with 3 of the Spriggan 12 to boot as well. I'd imagine God Serena is going to be there. If God Serena isn't there, God Serena is going to be on the east. Because how epic would it be? God Serena, the former strongest in Ishgar versus 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gonna be amazing, right? I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen next. It made me think though. If Natsu is going to the west by himself and Zeref is anticipating his arrival, it leads me to believe he might find out at some point very soon his past. But remember, Natsu and Zeref are actually brothers. If you missed a chapter or you've forgotten about it, Zeref recreated Natsu. Natsu's body belongs to the real brother of Zeref. He died. He uses Ithorian or Ithorius for spores to recreate him and bring him back to life. And he is the younger brother of Zeref, Zeref Dragneel. So 1, he's gonna find out about that truth, and 2, Zeref has got the book of E.N.D. You know what this means. Natsu could actually transform into E.N.D. very soon. How epic would that be? Now he's got this part that's wrapped up. He's got a part of his arm that's wrapped up. I think it's going to be a demon curse. I think it's going to be the flame demon curse. And it's going to explain to him that you are a complete demon. Not just your arm. All of you is demon. Other than your body. I cannot wait. It's going to be exciting stuff. I'm glad to be back. I'm using a different camera. I've moved up in the world. I've got myself a Logitech C920 HD camera. Hopefully you can hear me a lot better now. Hopefully you can see me better. I don't know if it's an improvement or not. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy what I'm doing. Hopefully now that I'm investing a little bit more, obviously as I get more money, I'll start looking at investing in better cameras, better mics, better software, better computers, stuff like that, editing my things. I'm trying to do everything in one take for the moment. At some point I'll look at investing in all that side of things. For the time being, please like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts, share with your friends. Definitely subscribe because you can get more of these. I've taken a bit of a break dealing with personal stuff. I'm back. You can get regular updates from me. There's probably going to be stuff on my other channel, Cinematics. Please check it out for sports, TV shows, games, everything and anything in between. And cheers. Take it easy, guys. Bye.